In this video, I'm going to show you how to knit the seeded rib stitch. This is a really lovely, easy 2-row repeat, and it is also a fully reversible pattern, so the back and the front look identical, which makes it great for projects like scarves or dishcloths or anything where you want the front and the back to look identical. You could, if you wanted to, incorporate it into a bigger project like a baby blanket. Seeded rib stitch has a pattern multiple of 4 plus 3. That means what you first want to do is cast on a number of stitches that is a multiple of 4, for instance 20, and then once you've done that you are going to cast on 3 additional stitches. I'm just going to cast on a very small sample of 23 stitches today, but you can cast on as many or as few stitches as you like. And as always, my preferred method of casting on is the long tail method, but if you have a method that you prefer to use, then please feel free to use that instead. As I mentioned earlier, seeded rib stitch is just a 2-row repeat, so there is really not a long repeat to get to grips with. And to start row 1, you want to knit the first 3 stitches. Once you've done that, you are going to jump into a 4-stitch repeat that you're going to repeat for the rest of the row. And that 4-stitch repeat is as follows. You are going to purl 1 stitch and then knit 3 stitches. That's purl 1 stitch and knit 3 stitches. And if you have counted your stitches correctly, you should end after a knit 3. So the knit 3 should take you to the end of your row. Row 2, you are going to start by knitting 1 stitch and then purling the 2nd stitch. And then you are going to jump into a 4-stitch repeat again that you're going to repeat until 1 stitch before the end of the row. And that 4-stitch repeat is as follows. You are going to knit 3 and then purl 1. Knit 3 and purl 1. And you're going to repeat that until you have 1 last stitch to work, and you should hit this point after you've worked a purl 1. To finish off your row, you are going to knit that very last stitch. Let's just recap that 2-row repeat once more. So row 1, you are going to start by knitting the first 3 stitches. Then you're going to jump into a 4-stitch repeat that you're going to work all the way across until the end of your row. You are going to purl 1 and then knit 3. And you're going to repeat that block of 4 stitches all the way along to the end of your row, and you should finish on a knit 3. Row 2 starts by knitting 1 stitch and then purling 1 stitch. And then you're going to jump into a 4-stitch repeat that you are going to work all the way along your row until you have just 1 stitch left to work. And that 4-stitch repeat is as follows. You are going to knit 3 and then purl 1. Knit 3 and purl 1 all the way across until you have just 1 stitch left to work. Your penultimate stitch of the row, so the stitch before this final stitch, should be a purl 1, and then this final stitch of the row you just want to knit. And you would repeat these 2 rows as many times as you need until your project is the size that you want. When it comes to casting off, you want to cast off in pattern on a row 2, and that will just maintain symmetry by having the cast off and cast on edges the same top and bottom. So the smooth side of the cast off will be on the same side as the smooth side of the cast on. And that is how you knit the seeded rib stitch. Just a 2-row repeat that gives you absolutely bags of texture. If you incorporate this stitch into a project, then I would love for you to tag me on social media, because I really love to see what you're all getting up to. And if you would like a little bit of inspiration with a project that uses a similar stitch pattern to this, then I'm going to link one here now, so why not take a look at that one after you've watched this video.